Hello learners, welcome to the course Migrated Women's Literature. In our today's lecture, we will be talking about the playwright Uma Parmeswaran. Uma Parmeswaran was born in 1938 and she had spent her formative years in the central provinces cities of Jabalpur and Berar, which are now parts of the modern day Madhya Pradesh. She has graduated from the Jabalpur University and she has completed her masters in journalism from the Nagpur University. She has another master's degree in creative writing which she has obtained from Indiana University. Uma Parmeswaran is a distinguished writer, poet and scholar of both Indian and Canadian descent. After moving to Canada, she significantly enriched Canadian literature through her profound contributions. Her work is particularly notable in the fields of diaspora studies and immigrant experiences. Parmeswaran's writings explore the complexities of cultural identity and the issues of immigrants. Her writings offer an insightful perspective on the challenges and triumphs of navigating life between two cultures. Uma Parmeswaran has taught at the University of Winnipeg. She is a writer of drama, poetry, fiction and literary criticism. She has published 3 collections of poetry. The titles of those collections are Sisters at the Well, Trishanku, Cyclic Hope, Cyclic Pain. All of these collections were released by the Writers' Workshop in Kolkata. Let us talk about Uma Parmeswaran's plays. Her plays, which were collected in Sons Must Die and Other Plays, got published in 1988. This collection got published as a part of South Asian Canadian Literature series, and it includes plays like Meera, Sita's Promise, Rootless But Green Are the Boulevard Trees, and Dear Didi My Sister. Uma Parmeswaran's debut collection of prose fiction, What Was Always Hers, was released in 1999 and it included a novella and 4 short tales. The novella was titled The Sweet Smell of Mother's Milk, Wet Bodies. She has also written 3 novels. The titles of those novels are Cycle of the Moon, Mangoes on the Maple Tree, Maru and the Maple Leaf. Uma Parmeswaran is also remarkably known for producing biographies. She has written biographies of C.V. Raman and his wife, Lady Lokusundarai Raman. These biographical accounts reflect her engagement with the prominent figures and her interest in their contributions. Let us talk about different themes chosen by Uma Parmeswaran for her writings. Her most loved and most presented theme is talking about cultural heritage. She talks about the difficulties faced by the immigrants. She talks about the issues of assimilation into the new culture, and she also presents a tapestry of 2 cultures mixed together in the lives of these immigrants, and these cultures are the culture from the motherland and the culture of the host country. Uma Parmeswaran in her works also talks about the identity issues. She presents the complexities of framed identity as well as the formed identity. Her another theme is presentation of cultural synthesis and hybridity. The idea of cultural synthesis is central to Uma Parmeswaran's writing. Her stories frequently examine the nexus between Canadian and Indian cultures, illustrating the mixed identities that result from this meeting. The theme of cultural synthesis is especially seen in her book Mangoes on the Maple Tree, where she deftly blends the Indian and Canadian cultural fabrics. Mangoes stand for Indian ancestry, while the maple tree symbolizes Canadian background. The term itself is a metaphor for the mixing of ethnic identities with the adopted identities. Her characters, who capture the difficult reality of immigrant life, struggle to maintain their cultural roots while adjusting to a new setting. The immigrant experience is a major inspiration for Uma Parmeswaran's work, which frequently depicts the difficulties and successes of adjusting to a new nation. What was always hers? Her collection of stories explores the lives of Asian immigrants in Canada and documents their conflicts with cultural displacement, identity, and belonging. By means of her characters, she illuminates the psychological and emotional aspects of immigration, giving voice to the diaspora's frequently marginalized stories. Her art sheds light on the emotional and psychological aspects of the immigrant journey, portraying both the struggles and triumphs of adapting to a new cultural landscape. The literary works of Parmeswaran are full of topics that are essential to the diasporic experience. Her stories frequently center on the diasporic themes. Additionally, her works address intergenerational conflict, highlighting the differences between the older generation's efforts to preserve cultural traditions and the younger generation's desire to assimilate into the new environment. Here, assimilation and adaptation are crucial issues, and Uma Parmeswaran has taken these issues as her themes. She examines the challenges and changes that immigrants face as they strive to blend elements of their native culture with their new societal norms. Uma Parmeswaran's poetry, in addition to her prose writing, has a lyrical tone that complements her tale. Her ability to combine rich narrative depth with poetic imagery is evident in her collection Trishanku and other writings. Her poetry frequently incorporates elements of Indian mythology and tradition, leading her writing an air of timeless beauty and cultural continuity. Her language also exhibits this artistic sense, giving her writing a melodic and rhythmic aspect. The powerful and complex female protagonists that Uma Parmeswaran often writes about are embodiments of agency and resilience. Her characters, like the ladies in What Was Always Hers and Mangoes on the Maple Tree, face social and personal obstacles head on with courage and resolve. Parmeswaran tackles gender, women's roles in traditional and modern situations, and empowerment via their tales. Her complex and nuanced portrayal of female characters offers a fascinating look into their inner lives and challenges. The pursuit of identification and a feeling of acceptance are common motifs in Parmeswaran's writings. Her characters, caught between the realms of their adoptive homeland and their ancestral background, frequently struggle with concerns of identity and belonging. This investigation goes beyond the immigrant generation to include their offspring, who also inherit the complexity of having two identities. Readers connect with Parmeswaran's nuanced and compassionate treatment of these subjects because it provides a window into the common human experience of trying to find one's place in the world. By emphasizing conventions, traditions, and familial ties, Parmeswaran's writings illustrate the depth and diversity of Indian culture. Simultaneously, they investigate the manner in which these cultural components develop and occasionally clash within the diasporic milieu. Her depiction of cuisine, music, festivals from many cultures and languages helps characters navigate their place in a new society while maintaining a connection to their roots. Uma Parmeswaran's protagonists often struggle to maintain their cultural identity while adjusting to that new setting. Her stories show the hardships and adaptations faced by immigrants. Her poetry collection Trishanku and other writings, which has the title Trishanku as a metaphor for the diasporic situation, deftly weaves this theme throughout. Trishanku refers to a mythological character suspended between heaven and earth, and this term is metaphorically used by Uma Parmeswaran to refer to the condition of immigrants. She presents that these immigrants are also between two places. They neither belong to their motherlands entirely and fully, nor do they belong to the host country fully. Their condition is quite similar to the situation of Trishanku, who was kept between heaven and earth. In the same way, these immigrants are also between these two nations, trying to reach one place, trying to belong to one place. Furthermore, Parmeswaran's presentation of a comprehensive picture of the diasporic community is made possible by her utilization of a variety of viewpoints. She produces a mosaic of experiences that reflect the diversity within the diaspora by giving voice to the characters of various ages, genders, and cultures. She can tackle a broad range of topics with this method, from the personal to the socio-political, adding depth and realism to her stories. Parmeswaran successfully captures the sense of being diasporic through a variety of literary devices. Her work is distinguished by a lyrical prose style that combines elements of reality to vividly depict the inner lives of her characters. In order to fully convey the emotional and psychological states of her characters and give her portrayals of their problems and goals more depth, she frequently employs symbolism and metaphor. By incorporating characters of different ages, genders, and cultural backgrounds, she creates a mosaic of experiences that reflect the diversity within the diaspora. This approach allows her to address a broad range of topics from personal struggles to socio-political issues. Through her exploration of diaspora themes and sophisticated portrayal of immigrant experiences, Uma Parmeswaran provides readers with a deep understanding of the struggles of South Asian immigrants. Her works offer a valuable insight into the complexities of identity, cultural synthesis, cultural clash, and adaptation within the diasporic context. By vividly capturing the nuances of cultural heritage, intergenerational conflict, and the immigrant journey, Parmeswaran enriches Canadian and South Asian literature with a profound examination of the immigrant experience. That's all for today. We will connect again in some other lectures. Thank you.